agency has said that in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, insecurity and horrific sexual violence have pushed tens of thousands to flee across borders with no sign of exodus stopping. Our reporter Mamadi Barrow tells us more of that in this report.
The escalating conflict in eastern DR Congo between the Congolese army and the Rwandan-backed M23 rebels has reportedly forced close to 800,000 people to flee into neighboring countries. More than 800 cases of rape were also reported to humanitarian actors in the last 2 weeks of February alone. The abuses, which include looting and destruction of civilian homes and businesses, are said to be particularly rampant near the front lines. On Monday, the UN Humanitarian Affairs Coordination Office, OCHA, reported that armed men had raided at least 2 hospitals in North Kivu's capital, Goma, abducting dozens of patients. The fighting has also impeded humanitarian access to people on the move. Speaking in Geneva, the UNHCR Deputy Director, Patrick Eba, told journalists that North and South Kivu provinces remains unstable, with hundreds of thousands of people on the move. The UN official also highlighted other risks faced by civilians, including dangers posed by explosive remnants of war to children and farmers trying to tend their fields.
Close to 80,000 people have fled armed clashes into neighboring countries. Some 61,000 have arrived in Burundi since January this year. Near the front lines, sexual violence and human rights abuses remain rampant, as is the looting and destruction of civilian homes and businesses. In the past 2 weeks of February, an estimated 895 cases of rape, an average of 60 a day, were referred to humanitarian actors for assistance.
Meanwhile, Eba further emphasized that significant population movements inside North and South Kivu have continued, in line with reported M23 orders issued to internally displaced people to leave the camps around Goma.
Significant population movements continue inside these provinces. Today, only around 17,000 people are left residing in IDP sites, schools, and churches around Goma, while an estimated 414,000 of their neighbors have been on the move for the past 4 weeks, encouraged by the de facto authorities to return to their villages of origin. Congolese nationals fleeing the conflict, as well as those who are outside the country who originate from the areas affected by the conflict, may need refugee protection under international and regional legal frameworks.
There are over 1 million Congolese refugees across Africa, mainly in neighboring countries. Uganda hosts more than half of that total, while Burundi has seen most new arrivals since January's flash M23 offensive. Prior to the current crisis, some 6.7 million people were internally displaced within the DRC. The UN World Food Programme has had to pause its aid operations in conflict-affected areas, but was resuming emergency food assistance in some parts of North Kivu, according to their latest updates on Tuesday, aiming to reach over 210,000 people. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Mamadi Barrow.